Karen Reed Murder Trial, a summary of recent developments. The ongoing retrial of Karen Reed, accused of murdering her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, in Canton, Massachusetts, has drawn significant attention. Based on reports from the Patriot Ledger, CBS News Boston, and the Associated Press, this article summarizes the key developments in the case as of June 14, 2025. Karen Reed, 45, is charged with second-degree murder, manslaughter, motor vehicle homicide, and leaving the scene of a deadly crash in connection with O'Keefe's death in January 2022. Prosecutors allege that Reed, after a night of drinking at a Canton bar, argued with O'Keefe and struck him with her SUV outside a home on Fairview Road, leaving him to die in a snowstorm. O'Keefe, a 46-year-old Braintree native and 16-year Boston police veteran, was found dead in the snow with injuries consistent with the prosecution's claims. Reed has pleaded not guilty, and her defense argues that O'Keefe's injuries, including marks on his arm, suggest an animal attack or alternative explanation, such as involvement of others at the scene. The first trial in 2024 ended in a hung jury, leading to the current retrial, which began on April 1, 2025. The retrial, held at Norfolk Superior Court in Dedham, Massachusetts, under Judge Beverly J. Cannone, has seen significant activity. The Commonwealth's case, which started on April 22, 2025, presented 38 witnesses, including lay witnesses, law enforcement, and experts. The defense rested its case by June 13, 2025, and closing arguments were delivered on the same day. The Patriot Ledger reported that the defense was restricted from directly arguing that someone else killed O'Keefe, but was allowed to suggest that police failed to investigate other potential suspects. Jury deliberations began on June 13, 2025, following the closing arguments as noted by CBS News Boston. Key evidence included testimony about a broken cocktail glass and blood-stained snow at the scene, with retired Canton Police Lieutenant Paul Gallagher describing the use of a leaf blower to clear snow and red plastic cups to collect blood evidence. The defense highlighted alleged investigative shortcomings, including claims of a poorly conducted investigation by the Canton Police and Massachusetts State Police. A notable point of contention involved a German shepherd named Chloe, owned by Nicole and Brian Albert, whose home was the site of O'Keefe's death. The defense suggested the dog may have caused O'Keefe's arm injuries, though this theory was not fully pursued in the retrial. The case has sparked intense public interest, with supporters gathering outside the courthouse as captured in the Patriot Ledger's photo gallery. A U.S. District Court judge recently ruled on May 29, 2025, that police must adjust their enforcement of a protester buffer zone outside the Dedham courthouse to balance public expression and trial fairness. Financially, Reed faces significant challenges, owing her attorneys over $5 million in deferred fees. A legal defense fund organized by Worksman Jackson and Quinn LLT raised over $91 million from 13,000 donors by June 13, 2025, though Reed told Vanity Fair she is living off her depleted 401k after losing her jobs as a Fidelity Investments analyst and Bentley University professor. Controversy has also surrounded law enforcement involved in the case. Former Massachusetts State Police trooper Michael Proctor was fired in March 2025 after an investigation revealed he sent derogatory text messages about Reed and consumed alcohol while on duty between January and August 2022. This has fueled defense claims of bias and misconduct in the investigation. As of June 14, 2025, the jury is deliberating Reed's fate. The outcome remains uncertain, with the defense emphasizing doubts about the prosecution's narrative and the prosecution relying on physical evidence tying Reed's SUV to O'Keefe's injuries. The case continues to polarize public opinion, with some ex-posts reflecting skepticism about the investigation's integrity, though these sentiments are inconclusive without further evidence. The Karen Reed murder retrial is a complex case marked by contentious evidence, public scrutiny, and allegations of investigative flaws. As the jury deliberates, the outcome will determine whether Reed is held accountable for O'Keefe's death or if doubts raised by the defense will lead to her acquittal. The case underscores broader questions about trust in law enforcement and the challenges of high-profile criminal trials.